Hello. In continuation of the topic determinant, today we'll have to discuss about the solution of linear equations. Okay. Solution of linear equations using matrix method. Right? Inverse of matrix. Solution of linear equations. Solution of linear equations using inverse of a matrix. Using inverse of a matrix. Using inverse of a matrix and solution is possible. You know that there are two conditions, consistent and inconsistent. What is the meaning of consistent solution? That means they are having a solution, either infinitely many solutions or unique solution. Inconsistent, that means it is not having solution, no solution. That means on the graph paper their two lines are straight. Okay, so let us discuss about a linear equation a1x plus b1y plus c1z is equal to d1, a2x plus b2y plus c2z plus d2, and a3x plus b3y plus c3z is equal to d3. Okay, these are three linear equations having three variables x, y and z, and we are solving these equations by inverse of a matrix. Okay, so method inverse of a matrix. If I want to convert these equations in the form of matrix, I have to convert in that way: a1 b1 c1, a2 b2 c2, and a3 b3 c3. These are the coefficients of x, y and z. The variables are x, y, z. So I can write here x, y, z, and this is equal to the constant term d1, d2, d3, d1, d2 and d3. Okay, this can be expressed, that means the linear equations can be expressed in the form of this term. These are the matrix these are the elements of the matrix in which all the coefficients of x, y, z, here the variable terms, how many variables present there, and these are the constant term. Okay, let us consider this is a, it is x, and this is equal to b. So that means it is coming ax is equal to b. Ax is equal to b. Okay, in this ax is equal to b, if I multiplied both sides by a inverse, ax is equal to b, if I multiplied by a inverse, and it is also a inverse. So what is coming, this a inverse into a inverse into a, that means it is I, because you know that a into a inverse is equal to a inverse into a is equal to I. Okay, so a inverse a, ix is equal to a inverse b. Okay, that means the value of I into x, it is x, x is equal to a inverse b. So when we are going to find the value of the variable x, y, z, so we can write here x is equal to a inverse b. That means we are finding the inverse of this matrix, and which is multiplied by b. We are getting the value of x. X is equal to a inverse b. Okay. So that is case 1 in which and this everything will be done when determined value of a is not equal to 0. This is the first thing, whether inverse exists or inverse does not exist. Determined value of a is equal to 0. Okay, then we can find the inverse. Second case, if determined value of a, if this is case 1, case 2. In case 1, determined value of a is not equal to 0. In case 2, determined value of a is equal to 0. Then we have to find adjoint a into b. Adjoint a into b. And if adjoint a into b is not equal to 0. If adjoint a into b is not equal to 0, that means it has no solution. It has no solution. Inconsistent. But if adjoint A into B is equal to 0, adjoint A into B is equal to 0, that means the possibility of having infinitely many solutions. Infinitely many solutions. Okay. And for finding the infinitely many solutions, one of the variable will be considered as k. Suppose a1x plus b1y plus c1k is equal to d1. This will be shifted here. Okay. And using the same method, and we are getting the values of x, y in terms of k. So that is the third case, right? Adjoint A into B is not equal to 0, no solution. Adjoint A into B is equal to 0, that means it has infinitely many solutions. So that means the possibility of solving the question in there are two different cases. Number one, if determined value of A is not equal to 0, then it is sure that we are getting unique values of x, y or x, y, z, whatever the two variables or three variables are there in the equation. But second case, you cannot drop the question then and there. Only when you will get that the determined value of A is equal to 0, then you can leave it. You are not going to do it. You will check it. Adjoint of A multiplied by B is coming what? Is it equal to 0 or it is not equal to 0? If it comes is not equal to 0, then you can leave it there and then and there only, and saying that this system of linear equation has no solution. Okay, solution is not possible. But in third case, if adjoint of A multiplied by B is equal to 0 matrix is coming, or is equal to the value 0 is coming, it means this equation, the system of linear equations having infinitely many solutions. And if they are having infinitely many solutions, then I told you the procedure is any one, suppose z is equal to k, we'll put here z is equal to k, k and k. We are taking any two equations like first and second, okay, and find the values of x and y in terms of k. Okay, x is equal to any scalar quantity multiplied by k, y is equal to any scalar quantity multiplied by k, and z is itself k. So these are the values for infinitely many solutions. Okay, so now we are taking some questions and using the inverse by matrix method. And the formula is x is equal to A inverse B. But before using the formula, let us check first that determined value of A should not be equal to 0. Okay. But if it comes 0, then we will find adjoint A multiplied by B. Two cross 2 and 3 cross 3. I am taking some questions of 2 cross 2 and then 3 cross 3. Okay. This is exercise 4.6. In this exercise 4.6, the questions examine the consistency of the system of equations in exercises 1 to 6. Examine the consistency only, whether it is consistent or inconsistent. Okay. So exercise 4.6. Question number 1. Simply I are taking first part, question number 1 only, which is x plus 2y is equal to 2 and 2x plus 3y is equal to 3. Okay. Consistency. For checking the consistency, what should be done? Let A matrix, the coefficient of x and y 1, 2, 2, 3. X and y, and B, that is it is 2 and 3. Okay. For checking the consistency, simply we are finding the determined value of A. Determined value of A is equal to 3 1 is 3 minus 4, it is minus 1 is not equal to 0. So what does it mean? It is consistent. And it is consistent. That means solution is possible. Okay. It is consistent. Another question I am taking from it. One question I am selecting in which determined value of A is not equal to 0. Okay. utility value of A is equal to 0. And the question is, yes, number 3. That is x plus 3y is equal to 5 and 2x plus 6y is equal to 8. 2x plus 6y is equal to 8. Okay. Let A is equal to the coefficients of variable 1, 3, 2, 6, x, xy, and B is equal to 5, 8 matrix. Determined value of A. 6 1 is 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. Determined value of A is equal to 0, that means it is singular. If it is a singular, then we have to find adjoint of A multiplied by B. What to find? Adjoint of A multiplied by B. Adjoint of A. How to find the adjoint of A? Let me remind you. Adjoint, the transpose of all the cofactors. A11, 12, A21 and 22. Okay. 1 1 1 2. 1 1, leaving first row and first column, it is 6. 1 2, first row, second column. This is 1 2, first row, second column. And first row, second column, it is coming minus 2. 2 1, second row, first column, minus 3. And second row, second column, it is 1. Okay, adjoint of multiplied by B. B is 5, 8. It is 2 cross 2, that is 2 cross 1. Same 2 cross 1 we are getting. 2 cross 1, that means 2 rows, 1 column. We are getting here 2 cross 1, 2 row, 1 column. 6 5 is 30 minus 8 3 is 24. 6 5 is 30 minus 8 3 is 24. 30 minus 24, it is 6. Minus 10 and plus 8 minus 2. Okay. And you can see that adjoint of A into B is not equal to 0. Adjoint of A into B is not equal to 0. And what does it mean? It is inconsistent. It is inconsistent. Right? Because if adjoint of A into B is equal to 0 comes, that means it is consistent and is having infinitely many solutions. So it doesn't mean that only you are writing determined value of A and it comes 0. That means you leave there only and say that okay, it is inconsistent. We have to check adjoint of A multiplied by B is equal to whether it is 0 or it is not equal to 0. Okay. After that, solve the system of linear equations using the matrix method in exercise 7 to 14. Now taking question, one of the questions I am taking from it, in which the two x and y variables are there, and we are going to find the inverse using the matrix method, find the and solve the system of linear equation. Okay. Question number 6. Question number 8. 2x minus y is equal to minus 2 and 3x plus 4y is equal to 3. The question, 2x minus y is equal to minus 2, 3x plus 4y is equal to 3. We are finding the values. These are the linear equations. We are finding the values of x and y using the matrix method. Okay. So starting, let A is equal to the coefficients 2, minus 1, 3, 4. X, there are variable 2 only, x and y. And B is equal to minus 2 and 3. We are finding the values of x and y. But first of all, Let us check whether determinant value of A is 0 or not equal to 0. So it is coming 8 minus minus plus 3, 11 is not equal to 0. Inverse exists. And inverse exists, we can find the values of x and y. It's okay. After that, our formula is for finding the values of x and y. X is equal to A inverse B. This is a formula. X is equal to A inverse B. Here, what is required here? A inverse first. To find the A inverse. A inverse is equal to 1 upon determinant value of A into adjoint of A. Okay. This is the meaning of A inverse. 1 upon determinant value of, in my previous lecture I told you, A inverse is equal to 1 upon determinant value of A into adjoint of A. 1 upon determinant value of A, that is 11, adjoint of A. Now finding the adjoint of A, that is 1 1, 1 2, 2 1, 2 2, transpose of all the cofactors. 1 1, first row first column 4, first row second column minus 3, second row first column plus 1, and second row second column, that is 2. Okay, so it is coming 1 upon 11, I can write as it is 4 1 minus 3 2. This is the value of A inverse, and x is equal to A inverse B. Okay, x is equal to A inverse B. The value of x is xy is equal to A inverse. I have got the A inverse 1 upon 11. It is not necessary to multiply inside. You can leave outside this term also. 4 1 minus 3 2, and B. B is, the value of B is minus 2 and 3. It is 2 cross 2, that is 2 cross 1, 2 cross 1. So it is, we are getting 2 cross 1. Okay, 2 cross 1 we are getting, that means 2 rows and 1 columns. 1 upon 11 multiply first row multiplied by first column. Okay, first row multiplied by first column. Minus 8 plus 3, minus 8 plus 3 minus 5. Okay, first row first column. After that, second row first column, 6 and plus 6, it is 12. Okay, so that means x is equal to, or I can multiply it inside, minus 5 upon 11, and this is 12 upon 11, which can be compared by x, y. So x is equal to minus 5 upon 11, and y is equal to 12 upon 11. So these are the values of x and y. Let us check the solution whether we are correct or incorrect. Minus 5 upon 11 to be substituted here. 2 minus 5 upon 11 minus 12 upon 11. Okay, so the LCM is 11 minus 10 and minus 12. Minus 22 upon 11, that is minus 2. It is minus 2. If I'll put here, so it is coming minus 15 upon 11 and plus 4, 48 upon 11. Okay, LCM 11 minus 15 plus 48, it is coming 5, 8 minus 5, 3, 3, 11, 3, yeah? Result is 3. Okay, so our solution x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 3. I think in my previous solution I have written this column, these 2 rows into the form of 2 columns. So it's sorry, that is coming in the form, in the previous question, they are coming in 1, 2. That means it is in the form of 2 cross 1. There are 2 rows and 1 column. 2 rows and 1 column. Okay. So this is a question in which we are finding the values of x and y. Now one question I am taking in which there are 3 variables. Okay. How many variables there? 3 variables. Okay. And finding the values of x and y. I am selecting a question number 14. Question number 14 I am selecting. X minus y plus 2z, x minus y plus 2z is equal to 7. 3x plus 4y minus 5z is equal to minus 5. And 2x minus y plus 3z is equal to 12. Okay. Check the question once again. X minus y plus 2z is equal to 7. 3x plus 4y minus 5z is equal to minus 5. 2x minus y plus 3z is equal to 12. Question is, find the values of x, y and z. Okay. Let a is equal to all the coefficients of x, y, z. 1, minus 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 5, 2, minus 1, 3. X, y, z. And b, 7, minus 5, 12. Okay. Formula is x is equal to a inverse b. But that would be used after that, when first of all we are finding the determinant value of a. Determinant value of a. Okay. Taking 1, leaving this column and row. 4 3 are 12, minus 5, plus 1, because this is it is coming on, that is first row, second column, 1 plus 2, 3. Therefore, this minus becomes plus 1, leaving this column and row. 9 plus 10 and plus 2, leaving the column and row. Minus 3, minus 8. Okay. Then it is coming determinant value of a is equal to 12 minus 5, 7, 19, and that is minus 11 minus 22. Okay. So 22 minus 11 minus 3, 7 minus 3, it is 4, is not equal to 0. Okay. 19 plus 7, 26, 26 minus 22, 4 is not equal to 0, A inverse exists. Now we are finding the value of A inverse. So now A inverse exists. A inverse. A inverse is equal to 1 upon determinant value of A into adjoint of A. Okay. 1 upon determinant value of A into adjoint of A. 1 1, 1 2, 1 3, 2 1, 2 2, 2 3, 3 1, 3 2 and 3 3. Okay. 1 upon determinant value of A. Now I'll putting the values here directly. 1 1. First row, first column. Leaving first row and first column. 4 3 are 12. 12 minus 5, 7. It is 1 2. First row, second column. 9 plus 10, 19, and it is minus 19. Because these signs 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 signs will be changed. 1 3. First row, third column. First row, third column. Minus 3, minus 8, minus 11. It is 2 1. Second row, first column. Minus 3 plus 2 minus 1, that means it is plus 1. It is 2 2. Second row, second column. 3 minus 4 minus 1. This is 2 3. Second row, third column. Minus 1 plus 2. 2 minus 1, 1 minus 1. Here is 3 1. Third row, first column. 5 minus 8 minus 3. And that is 3 2. Third row, second column. Minus 5 minus 6 minus 11. That means it is plus 11. And third row, third column. 4 plus 3, 7. Okay. Let us check once again. Checking once again. These 1, 2, 3, 4 places should be opposite in sign. Others are same. 1 1. First row, first column. 12 minus 5. 7, it is 1 2. First row, second column. 9 plus 10, 19 with minus sign. First row, third column. Minus 3, minus 8, minus 11. It is second row, first column, minus 3 plus 2 minus 1, that means plus 1. Second row, second column, 3 minus 4 minus 1. This is second row, third column, minus 1 plus 2. It is 1, that means it is minus 1. Now 3, 1. Third row, first column, 5 minus 8 minus 3. And third row, second column, minus 5 plus 6. Sorry, minus 5 minus 6 minus 11 plus 11. And 3, 3. 4 plus 3, 7. Correct. So this is coming. That means A inverse is equal to, now I am writing the value, putting the value here, x is equal to A inverse B. Now x is equal to A inverse B, putting the value, x y z is equal to A inverse. 1 upon written value, 1 upon 4, it is 7 minus 19 minus 11, 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 3, 11 and 7. And what is the value of B? B is 7 minus 5, 12. Okay. Because it is 3 cross 3 and that is 3 cross 1. So we are getting 3 cross 1, 3 rows and 1 column. 3 rows and 1 column. Okay. 3 rows, 1 column. First row multiplied by first column. First row multiplied by first column. 7 7 is 49. 49 minus 5. 44. 44 minus 30. 44 minus 36. 14 minus 6, 8. It is coming 8. Okay. Got it? First row, first column. Second row, first column. Here 19 multiplied by 7, 133 minus 133 plus 5 and 11 12 ja 120 and 132. 132. Okay. So it is coming 137 minus 133. 137 minus 130, that means it is plus 4. Okay. And 11 7 ja 77 minus 77. After that plus 5. And this is 12 7 ja 84. 84 plus 5, 89. 89 minus 77, 2 and 1, 12. So this result is 12. Outside 1 upon 4. So when we divide by 4, 4 2 ja, 4 1 ja and 4 3 ja. That means the value of x is equal to 2. X is equal to 2, y is equal to 1 and z is equal to 3. Now let us check the answer. I think it's better to check the answer there and there only so that you can confirm that your answer is correct. 2, 1 and 3. 2 minus 1, it is 1. 3 2 is 6 plus 1, 7. Okay. Second, 6 plus 4, 10. 10 minus 15 minus 5. Here is 4 minus 1, 3 and 9, 3, 12. So therefore the value of x is equal to 2, y is equal to 1 and z is equal to 3. Okay. So this is a solution of these linear equations. Now, other questions. Question number 15. 15th is question number 15th. If A is equal to 2 minus 3 5, 3 2 minus 4 and 1 1 minus 2. 1 1 minus 2. Find A inverse. Using A inverse, solve the system of linear equation. Find A inverse and using Using A inverse, solve the system of equations. Solve the system of equations. Okay. Solve the system of equations. Equations are given 2x minus 3y plus 5z, 2x minus 3y plus 5z is equal to 11. Second is 3x plus 2y minus 4z is equal to minus 5. And third is x plus y minus 2z is equal to minus 3. Minus 3. Okay. Find A inverse using it. First of all, we are finding the A inverse of it. Okay. A inverse. A inverse is equal to 1 upon determined value of A into adjoint of A. Okay. Now we are finding the determined value of A first. Determined value of A. 2, leaving this column and row, minus 4 and plus 4. 0 plus 3, leaving this column row, minus 6 and plus 4. Minus 2 plus 5. 3 minus 2, 1. So the result is coming 0, minus 6 plus 5 minus 1. Minus 1 is not equal to 0. Okay. Minus 1 is not equal to 0. So that means A inverse is equal to 1 upon minus 1 and adjoint of A. Adjoint of A, that means the transpose of cofactors of A. A11, 12, 13, 21, 22, 23, A31, 32 and 33. Okay. Minus 1, 1 upon 1. Adjoint of A, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. Okay. 1, 1. 1, 1. First row, first column. What is coming? Minus 4 plus 4. It is 0. Here is a 1, 2. First row, second column. Minus 6 plus 4. Minus 2, that means it is plus 2. 1, 3. First row, third column. 3 minus 2. 1. It is 2, 1. Second row, first column. 6 minus 5. 1 minus 1. Here is a 2, 2. Second row, second column. Minus 4 minus 5 minus 9. And that is 2, 3. Second row, third column. 2 plus 3, 5 minus 5. Here is coming 3, 1. Third row, first column. 12 minus 5, 7. And it is 3, 2. Third row, second column. Minus 8 minus 15 minus 23. That means plus 23. Okay. 3, 2. Third row, second column. Minus 8 minus 15 minus 23 plus 23. It is 3, 3. Third row, third column. 4 plus 9, 13. Okay. We'll multiply it by a minus. So it is coming 0, 1, minus 7, minus 2, 9, minus 23, minus 1, 5, minus 13. Okay. All signs are changed. All elements are changing their signs. It is plus, minus, plus, and both are minus. This is the value of A inverse. And now we are finding the values of x, y, and z. And you can see that the similarity of this matrix and these linear equations. You know what are the similarities? In these 9 elements are there, and these are the coefficients of x, y, z in first, coefficients of x, y, z in second equation, and coefficients of x, y, z in the third equation. They are same. That means the half of the portion we have done. Now we are finding the values of x, y, and z. X is equal to A inverse B. There is a formula. X is equal to A inverse B. X, y, z is equal to A inverse. Already we have got it. A inverse 0, 1, minus 7, minus 2, 9, minus 23, minus 1, 5, minus 30. A inverse and B, the value of B is the constant term like 11, minus 5 and minus 3. It is 3 cross 3, that is 3 cross 1, and we are getting the result of 3 cross 1. We are getting the result 3 cross 1. First row multiplied by first column 0, it is minus 5, it is 21. 21 minus 5. 21 minus 5, 16. Okay. 0 minus 5 plus 7, 3 are 21. 21 minus 5, 16. Minus 22 minus 22 minus 9 5 are 45 and 60 plus 69. 7 6 negative and this 9, that means answer is here 2. And third is minus 11 minus 25 and this is plus 39. So it is coming minus 36, 3. Now let us check this one. Is 11 here? Yes, 11 is here. So answers are okay. 0, it is minus 5 and 7 3 is 21. 21 minus 5, 16. Okay. 16, 2 and 3 we are getting the answer. Let us check the answer is correct or not. 16, 2 and 3. 16 2 is 32. 32 minus 6 and 5 3 is 15. Okay. So that is coming 50 minus 9 and 32 minus 15 minus 6, it is coming 9 and 32 9, it is coming 40. So friend, once again 16 2 ja x is equal to 2, 32 minus 6 and plus 5 3 ja 15, 32 minus 6 plus 15, and here it is coming 11, 15 minus 6, it is 9 and 32 plus 9, answer is not matching here. And answer is not matching here, that means we have made some mistake in that. Just let us check it in this. Checking cofactors once again, 1 1. Okay. First row, first column, so it is minus 4 plus 4, 0, that is 1 2. First row, second column, minus 6 plus 4 minus 2, that means it is plus 2. 1 3. First row, third column, 3 minus 2, it is 1. Now it is 2 1. Second row, first column, 6 minus 5, 1 minus 1. Second row, second column, minus 4 minus 5 minus 9. 2 3. Second row, third column, 2 plus 3 5 minus 5. Now it is third row, first column, 12 minus 10. Yes, here's a mistake. 3 1. 3 1. Third row, first column. Third row, first column, 12 minus 10. And 12 minus 10 is coming 2. This is 3 1. Third row, first column, 12 minus 10, 2. It is 2 here. Now third row, second column. Third row, second column, minus 8, minus 15, minus 23, that means plus 23. And third row, third column, 4, plus 9, 13. So that means here is minus 2. Here's a minus 2. And if it comes minus 2, then what happens? X, Y, Z is equal to 0, 1, minus 2, minus 2, 9, minus 23, minus 1, 5, minus 13. And here is 11, minus 5, minus 3. Result is, first result, 0, minus 5, and it is plus 6. Okay, so 0, so minus 5, 6. 6 minus 5, that is 1. Okay, and second is minus 22 plus minus 22. Here is minus 45 and plus 69. That is okay. Result is correct. Here is 2. Third one is minus 11 minus 25 plus 39. It is 3. X is equal to 1, 2, 3. So that means here the value of x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2, z is equal to 3. Let us check the solution once again. I'll put x 1, 2, 3 here. So it is 2 minus 6 minus 4 and minus 4 plus 15. Minus 4 plus 15, 11, correct? Here is 1, 3 plus 4, 7 minus 12, minus 5, and it is 1 plus 2, 3 minus 6. 6 minus 3, it is minus 3. So now the values of x, y, z 1, 2 and 3. Okay. So whenever you are getting any terms or any cofactors, because you know it's a lot of cofactors and many calculations are there, if you are finding that finally when you are getting the answer, so I think this is my suggestion to everyone. You will put the values here in the question and check it whether you are right or wrong. If there's a problem, then immediate of that particular cofactor, you can just check it and find out and solve your answer correctly. Okay. After that, one is word problem left, that I think you can solve it. Now in my one lecture, I will take the questions from the miscellaneous exercise of chapter number 4, determinants. Okay, so in my next lecture, we'll discuss miscellaneous exercise. Thank you.